Fire is part of the landscape all around the world, and a lot of the time folks don't realize fire is part of a system in Maine. Good fire. So we're at 2025 Maine TREX, our second TREX. TREX stands for Prescribed Fire Training Exchange. It's a 2-week incident. We run it as an incident, so we use the incident management system, which is what the National Wildfire Cooperating Group uses. So if you went on like a wildfire out west, or you went to a fire in Florida, we're all speaking the same language with public outreach and local volunteers, local agencies. We have state and federal. The plan is to train, learn, and burn.
My experience in fire management and prescribed fire has always been one of collaboration and coordination and cooperation.
During the TREX this year, I'm the incident commander actual, and I have a trainee. So Chase is a trainee, so I get to step back and provide mentorship.
This work takes a lot of effort and a lot of resources and requires a lot of skills and knowledge that in a lot of cases one agency just can't do on their own. We approach this as a way for us to get more done with the limited capacity that we have as our independent agencies and organizations, and then really come together and share our individual expertise to better our entire team.
I'm on the Maine Prescribed Fire Council with members from the state of Maine of the National Guard and TNC and federal cooperating agencies and IF&W. And through that work, we've put on this TREX. So I'm here mentoring the next generation of prescribed burn bosses, and just my part to give back for the training that I was lucky enough to have. So those folks that are just a step above in the firefighter 1 capacity, they're trainees, they have a great opportunity to show even the newest person, like the very basics of this is how to do tool maintenance, this is how to put a fire line in, here's how to lay a hose lay.
The Nature Conservancy itself has an amazing culture and acceptance for folks of varying lives and skills. And I really think if we're not tapping into those skills that everybody brings, the uniqueness of every individual, then we're not being the strongest we can be as a crew, as a team.
A huge part of the reason 90% of North America's ecosystems are fire adapted is because Indigenous peoples have been burning for millennia. And they continue to hold this knowledge of the dependency of these plants and animals on fire, and particular kinds of fire. And so the incorporation of Indigenous peoples and empowerment of Indigenous peoples to re-indigenize fire on the landscape as a tool and as a relative is priority, really, is central to this work.
So our relationship to fire and the land is very important. It's it's critical to both our connection and our relationship and our obligation to taking care of this land and taking care of our relatives and our ancestors that are all around us. But also part of this work is reestablishing that identity with active use of the land and active engagement of Wabanaki people with traditional practices. The knowledge got disseminated not super effectively at some point, or was erased, or was forced out of us, forced out of our communities. And because of that, there needs to be mentorship. There needs to be people kind of leading that charge, leading that kind of reclamation of that part of our identities, that part of our identity as Indigenous people, to be good stewards of the land, to be restorative, regenerative, rather than extractive.
Humans are a fire-dependent species, and so we are working on building those viable fire cultures by bringing people together from all different backgrounds, engaging them in fire training, empowering them with the knowledge and skills to use this tool to restore ecosystems that they care about that are all around them.